So as you can see and hear, dozens of people in the gallery of the legislature here at Queen's Park today making their voices heard and certainly seen in the midst of the vote for Bill 60. Obviously, they're in opposition to that new legislation that did in fact pass in the end. Someone actually throwing a piece of paper at the MPPs below. It continued with another number of individuals, including one person with a noisemaker of sort, yelling directly at Premier Doug Ford, saying, "Evict Doug Ford." That, interestingly, prompted a response from Ford. MPPs would normally ignore this sort of thing from happening, but Ford turned around, looked up, and actually said, "Go find a job, buddy." Security then escorted them out before getting kicked out of the actual building. Some of those same people got very emotional when speaking with us on camera.
How are they going to mend this? People be thrown in the street. They're going to be homeless. It's just not fair. People are paying too much already. And Doug should have shot this down. It wasn't in his place.
We brought our concerns to the government many times and have been completely ignored. They keep telling us that this is to help everyone. Meanwhile, we're going to see more people homeless, and I live in a neighborhood that has very public homelessness, and yet we just have more government oversight to make it harder for people to get housing.
So let's recap Bill 60 at this point again. Many people saying they're already at a disadvantage as a result of this. When they are getting eviction notices, they end up going to the Landlord-Tenant Board, which is in fact backed up, and that's part of the problem that the government says it's actually trying to solve by fixing the system, so to speak, helping the smaller landlords out and making sure that those bad tenants, in fact, are dealt with. So Bill 60 would block renters from introducing new evidence during hearings at the Landlord-Tenant Board. That would cut the appeal times in half. They would eliminate the rule that landlords must provide a month's rent in compensation when they evict a tenant for personal use of the property. And the housing minister, of course, has been defending this all along, saying that this is, in fact, going to help tenants who play by the rules.
The vast majority of Ontario renters live by the rules. They pay their rent. They pay it on time. This is about creating balance at the Landlord-Tenant Board day in and day out so we can speed up adjudication. And look, we've doubled the adjudicators in this province, 40 to 80. We've added dollars for administrative process, and we've increased fines to bad actors, bad landlords.